Bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense, donde la Esperanza Vence. Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. Thank you for joining me here today, 19th of March, 2026, Jupiter Day, Thor's Day. Whoa, Knight of Pentacles jumping out of our reading today. That's going to be our jumper card, flavoring our reading, giving our reading some zest. And funny enough, Knight of Pentacles is like probably the most vanilla flavor in the deck, but do not count vanilla out, you know. Vanilla is a very complex flavor. Some people say it's bland, I say it's the best. I love vanilla. I love the vanilla beans, I love the cream, I love the simplicity, I love the nuance. The thing about Knight of Pentacles is usually a message that has to do with real life events, but Knight of Pentacles can kind of plod along, like things might not move as quickly as we had hoped when we're dealing with this type of earth energy. It could be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn person, somebody that's very steady, stable, sturdy, even physically, someone who is very grounded, very practical, someone who doesn't move quickly because they want to see that they are planting good seeds. But the problem with wait and see is that sometimes things don't happen. So it's an ask to be able to, you know, lean on these Knight of Pentacles in our lives when we need to, if we have a financial advisor, or if we have a mentor, or if we have somebody coming in with some coin that they want to invest in our projects. Like, let's get these things moving. Let's make sure that this energy doesn't sit and stagnate and stall out. We need to have these Piscean waters. I mean, the Pisces new moon came in, it came out, and now you know, we're already dealing with the moon in Aries. So now it's time to take that fire, you know, and that fiery sun energy, that newness energy, and kind of get things going. So he's going to preside over our reading. And then I've really been getting into these synchronicity cards lately, so we're going to keep going with that. Pray over the deck, and then we'll play. All right, 19th of March, 2026, near past, present tense, near future. If you would like a more personal look at what the cards might have to say for you, if you would like to practice strengthening your intuition with me, fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me, then hit the links below and we'll book you a personal session. It's super easy. And it's also very reasonably priced, so do not fret. Four of Cups reversed. Awesome. So if we've been holding out on a situation, or if we've been emotionally pulled back, if we have not wanted to accept any new emotional situations, there might be a release, there might be an opening up, or there might be some decisions being made as to which Three of Cups situations, who do we want to have fun with, who do we want to share our cups with, who do we want to cheers with, who do we want to break bread with. You know, we might be becoming a little bit more social after a period of, again, four of Cups is stagnation. That is energy of stasis. That's solid energy, that's great energy if you're trying to build, but not if you're trying to move. Death is going to cut out anything that doesn't need to come with us on this new fully lit journey in Aries. We have so much Aries energy coming through that we can't afford to hang on to gangrenous material. You know, it's sickening. So with the death scythe, you know, we need to cut out what's not. We need to use the Mars, and we need to start making incisions where and when necessary. We need to make sure that our energy stays clean, and the only way that our energy can stay clean is when we allow things to die, when we allow the dead skin cells to exfoliate, when we allow the death process to intervene in our lives. You know, death can also be just that allowance of the natural process of life. A lot of people try to put it off. A lot of people try to eat weird shit, to stay alive longer, or they put weird supplements in their bodies, or inject vitamins in their God knows what, and there's just like a natural process to life if we allow death to occur. Death's coming. It doesn't matter. Death doesn't care if we're allowing it to happen, but it's easier for us to keep moving. It's easier when we don't have heavy weights hanging on us. So this all just, stuff to think about. It can just be talking about the news too. Like there's a lot of death. There's just a lot of death energy out there right now. So this doesn't have to necessarily be personal, but a lot of times when I do these quick hit tarot readings, I do try to bring it down to a personal level so that we can apply this symbology in our life. Like if we're going out about our daily life today, maybe we'll see a lot of people who are wearing, Harley sweatshirts with a skull and crossbones, or for example, but you might see these themes like playing out through your day, and that's the fun and adventure of like playing with the language of life. And with Five of Swords reversed, I like this energy in reverse because Five of Swords upright is somebody just winning an argument, but not really winning. The only reason they're winning the argument is that the other people walked away from the battleground. They just couldn't even with this person. They're just like, okay, fine, you win. Just take what you need. We're out of here. So this could be in terms of a battle strategy. This could be in terms of just being passive aggressive enough that people just don't want to play with you anymore. But with the Five of Swords reversed, we're kind of calling this person out for their gaslighting. We're kind of calling this person out for being like, hey, no, you made yourself so distasteful that I didn't even want to discuss this with you. Swords have to do with our intellect, our ability to wield words, our ability to see the truth and express the truth in and of ourselves and in groups. And with the Five of Swords, we have 3 characters in the card. 2 characters are walking away, and then this person is in the dark here holding the swords and about to collect a couple more. And it's like, do you need to have all the airtime in the conversation? Consider this. Are you smug when you're right? Consider this. Are you trying to be right? Consider this. Have you been willing to fact check yourself, or do you just assume that whatever's flying out of your mouth is correct? Consider this. These are all considerations when we see the Five of Swords reversed in a reading. So stay tuned here. I'm about to pop up the astrology chart for you. Holy moly, again, just wow. I'm so glad that I do this. I'm so glad that I speak this language. I would love to speak this language with you. Why don't you hit the links below and we'll talk? But look at this gorgeous, gorgeous chart. Look at what God painted for us today. I see wifey vibes here. Juno and Uranus making a surprising trine, Grand Earth trine with the vertex. We could make just like a seemingly innocuous decision that really changes the course of our lives, of our futures. Mercury and the North Node are sitting together, still having their strategy session over there in Pisces, where Mercury is debilitated, Mars is swimming over there towards the part of fortune, and the part of fortune is in a nice trine with Jupiter, amplifying that benefic aspect of who we meet and who we greet, actually bringing wealth and abundance into our lives by these relationships that we're forming. With the Saturn and Moon conjunction also making a sextile to Pluto, that's like empowering the better parts of the Moon and Venus, both feminine aspects in Aries where they're not the most comfortable, but they are becoming more empowered. Okay, thank you. Love you. Bye.